Can you not? Are we live?
Yeah. But it's not letting me go live on Instagram.
Instagram. Hi, everybody. We're doing our first live for me on YouTube, on Facebook, and Instagram.
There you go.
There we go. So now it's going live and it's letting people know on Instagram. Welcome to our first YouTube tutorial and with Abigail.
Hello.
And it's live and we're so excited. There she is. Isn't she cute? She's so cute. And we're going to be painting today a floral.
Hi, Wendy. Thank you. She's been looking forward to it.
Okay, can you see it?
I can see the floral.
So this is the floral. So we're going to be painting a 12 by 12 today. So let me give you a little bit. Actually, before we start, we have to do the first step. What's the first step?
You got to put your apron on, man.
Put your apron on. That is the first step. The first step triggers. I'm ready to work. Does that trigger you too at the cafe?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If I don't have my apron on, I feel naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Like I shouldn't be behind the counter.
And I'm actually finding in my garden that I like to wear an apron as well. So I need to buy one of those aprons for the garden that actually has pockets for all the stuff.
Yeah.
It'd be great. So
hi, Veenstra and Deborah and Garden Girl Wendy. They're all saying hello, and they're glad they caught us live.
That is so great. So this is our very first YouTube live. Let me tell you a little bit about the backstory to our lives. During COVID, that dreaded word, during COVID, Abigail and her husband Justin lived in our basement, kind of a basement apartment. They had the whole thing. They did share a kitchen with us, but they lived in the basement. And at one point, my other daughter, who's an art teacher, said, Mom, you and Abby should do a live on, pick a day, Fridays. And we picked Fridays at 1. We had so much fun. I think we did it. How many months did we do it, Abby? About 3 months the first time?
A long time.
Yeah. And we painted anything that was in the studio that day. So we've decided to go back to not every week. We're not doing it every week, but we're doing it once a month. We're hoping it's the second Friday, but you know, life happens and we'll have to schedule and we'll just post.
Someone's asking if they have access to the reference photo other than, like, do you have it online or is this just a reference photo you have?
I do not have it online, and that is a really neat idea. I'm wondering how to do that on YouTube. On YouTube, I could post.
Like in the comments?
No, I could post and they could screenshot it before the day. And on Instagram, I guess I could do a story the day before that they could.
Or you could just message and be like, hey, can I have the reference photo?
Yeah, you could do that. But
most of the time, mostly this is like to do it in Julia's style, not the exact photo.
Right? Because when I teach a class, I often don't even bring a reference and I don't even paint. You okay, Abby?
I was trying to put your phone in silent mode, but I don't know how to do that.
Don't touch anything.
Okay, I'm not touching anything. I'm so sorry.
We're okay. When I teach a class, I actually don't give you photo reference. When I teach a class in my studio, in my gallery, I tell you to bring a reference, and then we go through some compositional exercises, and then you paint whatever you want, and I teach you how to do it in my process. So that's what we're going to do today. So once again, here is the reference photo. And you can get great reference photos on free sites. You know, you just Google royalty-free images and you'll be able to find them. So
we've got people from New Brunswick and BC and California and lots of different places saying hello.
Hello, everybody.
If we paint along, are we allowed to sell in a gallery? I know to use our material.
I think change it enough that it's not like me. And again, if you choose to use your own reference, you have your own thumbprint. You will not be able to emulate me exactly. And if you are a gallery artist, you don't want to emulate me. You don't want to have all of a sudden show up something that looks like a Julia Veenstra. You want to learn the things that I'm going to teach you and put them in your tool belt and apply them to your practice.
She's
Okay.
from North Carolina.
North Carolina. They'll never know.
They'll never know. In Louisiana. Oh, we've got a lot of Americans here.
Hi, everybody. This is very, very exciting. So we are starting with this floral. So you see the shape of the floral, it's kind of the center. I have found online this wonderful printout. This was a free printout, and I use it in my classes, and it's forms of composition. And I think there's 4, 8, 12, 15 forms of composition. This is a really neat thing that you can Google and you can find and you can print out yourself. It's kind of like little sketches of the basic types of composition. If I pull it in closer, I'm not going to go through all of them. I'm just going to explain how to use this sheet. Got it. There's your frame. The diagonal line of those mountains is that compositional form. Okay, I'm going to use, and I was trying to decide which one this was. It's either, can you see that, Abby? Either circular, and this is the neat, see the lake in that little picture, or the circle of clouds? That's pretty neat. Or I was like, the circle of the entire flower vase. Or I decided, I think it's radiating line.
Yeah, this is from Edgar Payne.
Edgar Payne. This is a little PDF that you can print from the Google.
From the Google.
So I think we're actually going to do radiating line. Okay. I'm into it. So get that for yourself and print it out. I hand this out at my classes because what I have people do is I have them take their reference photo. Now it's a little difficult. Well, actually it would work. I'm going to do it. Okay. I have them take their reference photo and I have them give me 5 to 10 sketches in these different these different forms of composition. Okay. So radiating line, we can kind of see what that is. Let's do
circle.
The circle would be, really close. That's pretty easy. Let's see what else we got here.
Not much.
There's not much, but if I went really close and took away everything, all the background, that would be pattern. Just lots and lots of shapes in the image.
My favorite pillow is one of those.
Yeah.
Abigail flowers.
Abigail's flowers.
Hey,
careful, you're hitting the
okay. Whatever, bro.
All right. So we're going to get started. I have already prepared and already lost my chalk. I've already prepared my canvas. So this is a 12 by 12, 1.5 inch frame, gallery wrapped, sitting on a nail on my French cleat wall. If I had wanted, I could have put a cleat on here and attached it to the wall, but I just put it on a nail because there's nails in my wall because I have a garden tour tomorrow. Hey, Miss North Carolina, come on up to the garden tour.
Come to the garden tour tomorrow, and from Oregon coast and from Texas.
Yeah.
All of you can.
Come
it's
on
tomorrow.
Catch your red eye. I have lots of beds. You can sleep here. We're gonna have fun tomorrow. I've got lots of guests. If you haven't seen my YouTube video from Monday, go back and look at Monday, and you'll see my guests. So that's an awesome thing. I'm also using Windsor. Okay, and close up of this. Can they see it?
Yep.
Windsor and Newton. You know, I never added the and.
You always call it Windsor Newton.
Always, my whole life. Somebody said it's got an and in it. So Windsor and Newton. Galleria acrylic. This is cadmium red hue. The hue indicates that it's not a pure pigment. It's a cheaper value.
Oh.
So
that's what Hue means?
Yeah, because cadmium is a very expensive element in paint. So this is a cadmium red hue, which means it's a cheaper one. But the reason I use this because it's a good brand. A couple of times I used a very inexpensive brand of red as
your base,
my base, and then I painted something lovely and it had lots of white clouds.
Add water to it.
You can. Oh yeah.
Nobody calls it Windsor, and it's just Windsor now.
Is that what people are saying?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes,
correct. Solidarity. They need to take that out of their brand.
His first name is Windsor.
Half and half, I would say. And it doesn't matter. My husband painted these and he likes to be a perfectionist. So he painted these. If I had painted this, it would have been a little streaky. Okay.
It is dangerously dark, but so pretty.
So pretty. So pretty. And I find on my palette, I don't actually use red too often unless I'm doing a very red fall scene.
You let the red come through your base.
I do. So, okay. Canvas, stretched, prepared, red. Then I use chalk, just chalkboard chalk, to ink in, or to draw in, and that's where we're going to go right now. Okay? I'm going to do a basic.
I want to do it right next to you.
That might be fun, but then we have to get Dad in here to moderate the questions. And he is so deadpan.
He is so deadpan.
When he reads this, like, somebody's asking from Texas.
I understand. I'm way more fun behind.
So please interact. Please ask piles of questions. That's why Abby's here. It's more fun if we read your comments.
Hello from Serbia.
Serbia.
That's awesome.
That is so good. Are most people watching me on Instagram or YouTube?
YouTube.
Oh, yay. I'm trying to take over YouTube, guys. So
you're on the way.
I'm doing well.
You had one reel that first of all, if you're here from that one reel.
Okay, Abby's got to tell you this story.
Okay. Hello, I'm Abby. Wait, I gotta unmute myself. Oh wait, no.
Do I point this way to point at you?
That's me. Hi.
That's
I'm
Abby.
I'm her daughter. I'm the one reading all your comments. I made one reel that went crazy viral for some reason on Instagram and on YouTube.
On TikTok.
And then
what was it for though? First, it was for our gallery.
Yes. So, and it featured my husband, who's very handsome, and it went insanely viral. And then Mom was like, "Hey, send me the video." And unbeknownst to me, she uploaded it to her YouTube channel, and she got how many followers?
It is, well, followers. So subscribers, I got quite a few, but it has. I checked yesterday. It has 8.5 million views.
So silly.
And it's wonderful. And I used it because my YouTube channel is Living and Working Artfully.
Yes.
And part of my Working Artfully by Abby is Crown and Press, which is a gallery that I own, that Abby co-owns and Justin co-owns. And so it's mine. That video was mine.
It's ours.
It's ours.
It's ours.
It's ours. But it really did help. And
it's got
people
11 million views on Instagram. 11 million.
Justin's famous. So
he's so cute.
When I got all the subscribers, I did a little follow-up video and I'm like, hello, it's a 59-year-old woman that you're actually following. You're not following Justin, but hi. So, okay, we got chalk. We've got our image. And I'm kind of doing a combo of the circle and radiating line. Okay. So I'm going to start with what I see, the biggest first. And guys, I do not measure. I simply trust myself and build the composition really loosely. So here's that big white flower. Here's that yellow little whatever that is. It almost looks like it's a fruit.
It's I use this as a garnish at my restaurant. I forget what it's called though.
Okay.
It'll come back to me.
Persimmon?
Persimmon?
Is it a persimmon, guys?
It might be a persimmon.
Let's go to the craft.
Let's go to the crowd. What do you think it is?
What do you think?
We're taking bets here.
We're not taking bets.
Oh, okay. I'm taking bets.
Okay, so the biggest thing is I'm drawing in all these shapes. But one of my goals, because of composition, stay stay where I tell you to stay, is that I'm trying to make all of the shapes a different size.
Someone said my daughter lives near Crown and Press, and she's there right now.
Is she really? That's so great.
We love that. I was just there. I literally was almost late to this because I came straight from work.
Abby is a part owner and she runs the cafe. So please say hello to your daughter and tell her to watch us on YouTube.
Yeah.
So here I'm simply indicating, I'm not even drawing in all of the images that I see. I'm not drawing in all the shapes. I'm not drawing in all the flowers. I'm simply building a design. Okay. And here's the jar. The jar is here. Give it a strong form. That must be a different composition, like this, straight up in the middle.
Yeah, what would your magnificent one be? What form is that?
I would say that that is like silhouette or like very symmetrical, like boom, right in the middle.
Mhm.
Okay, got it. See that? We have it. Now I'm using a brush.
Oh my gosh, good thing it's raining today. It's going to be so beautiful for your garden tomorrow.
I know. The world is my friend, and it is raining today and not tomorrow. I have been refreshing the weather.
The weather app.
Every 4 hours, like rain out, come on. And then it worries me that it hasn't poured yet, but it's starting to rain now. So rain out. So I don't know if a pointy brush has an official name. I've actually never looked it up. I know a curved brush is a filbert, a square brush is a, don't worry, look it up now.
Oh, okay.
Don't do anything.
Oh, I'm not touching anything.
Don't touch anything.
Promise, I'm sorry.
This is a pointy brush. It's
Denise
a skinny.
Gunther says hello.
Oh, Denise Gunther. Hello, my friend.
We
This
were just talking about her.
we were.
Literally like last week.
We
Anyway, sorry.
talked about you.
Continue.
And this is a pointy brush, and it's a finer pointy brush, and I use now a burgundy paint. This is an Aziliran crimson. You can use whatever you want. Everybody always says, what do you use? Or how, what is it supposed to be? It's supposed to be whatever you want, okay? So I use an Aziliran crimson.
We can't see the palette.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to have to hold it up like this.
You will. Correct.
Maybe.
That's it.
I might do that or I might not.
You take
Okay, so let me talk about the palette first.
Someone says it looks like a script brush or a round brush.
Oh, very good.
You're learning.
I'm learning.
At
I think it might be a little scripty because it's so long. This is my palette. It is a Magello palette. It has a rubber seal. Oops, now I kicked you guys over. It has a rubber seal in the lid. I spritz it down before I close it tight, and then the acrylic paint lasts forever. And obviously, I do not put all the colors in a coordinated fashion.
Someone from Devon, UK is saying that they're so pleased you're painting flowers and that they love your enthusiasm.
Aw, that is very sweet. We are enthusiastic.
We are. Long and thin is probably a rigger brush.
Nice. I'm going to look that up.
We nailed it.
All right. So
Thanks, Jody.
I'm using a palette. I do kind of put like colors together, and I know that there are artists who teach, follow the rainbow, follow put all the colors in order. I find that within half an hour or within minutes, I don't know, can you hear the rain?
Can you guys hear the rain or is it just us? It's really, really pretty. I like it.
It's really pouring. If I find that within 5 minutes, I know where everything is.
Mm-hmm.
I have a tendency to put my white in the biggest one here in the middle, my greens here, my darker greens here. My gray always goes there. So maybe I'm lying that I don't have a pattern, but
I think you do.
I do have somewhat of a pattern, but it doesn't always exactly work out. So now I'm going to use this rigger brush and a thin, see, if I hold that up, it's going to spill all over, but a thin, watered down paint.
They can hear the rain. It's not raining in Toronto. We have someone from Kelowna here, Sue.
Oh, hi. Hi, Sue from Kelowna.
We have family in Kelowna. Kelowna's very, very dear to our hearts.
We do. Hug my grandchildren for me.
We will not be giving their location out.
They'll be like, who is this person?
Like Julie sent them.
So, okay. So now I'm using that burgundy paint and I'm solidifying my drawing. It's giving me, where, sometimes I even do like a dark patch to show me exactly where that dark is going to be.
So you're not super precise here, are you?
It's a flower. It is not a portrait. And even if it was a portrait, I try not to be super
literate.
It
or
needs
literal,
literal. It needs to look like the person.
Maybe I'm not literate. I don't know any words.
So Abigail just was telling me that she's a little tired because yesterday she is the vocal director for Theater Ancaster, which is a wonderful amateur theater club. And she's doing The Sound of Music. And she is Mother Abbess. If you have not heard my daughter sing,
oh my gosh, we're here to learn how to paint, not to brag.
If you have not heard her sing, it is a treat.
Ooh, we got a question.
Okay.
I sent an email but didn't get a response.
Uh-oh.
So asking here. Sorry, Rosemary, that's on us.
Uh-oh.
If we try to learn how to paint in Julia's style, are we allowed to sell our work? We did discuss this a little bit at the beginning. You always want to give your own twist on it. Yes. You're never going to be able to exactly emulate Julia's style. I'm calling her Julia just for all of you. She's mom to me. So if I say mom, this is who I mean. You're never going to be exactly how it is. And you always want to make sure if you're selling things that you want to be able to have it's your own art. I want to say.
I think that's good advice. I would not emulate, I would not copy an artist's work and try to sell it as my own because you'd want to develop your own style. And
I once took one of your classes and I sold my painting. You remember? I painted a cow.
You did, but what did I say? When I teach my process, but I don't do a follow along.
No,
I don't do a follow along.
Even right now, you're teaching your steps.
I'm teaching my steps.
But you're not saying, now do this brush and no Bob Ross. Now put a bird here.
Yeah.
Now whisk this out with your cadmium yellow.
So, okay. So I have now inked in my image. Okay.
My family were all involved with Theater Ancaster. Oh, amazing. I'm excited to seeing it.
That's really neat.
Kathy Hammond.
And Abigail is the vocal director, so this is a paid gig for her. So we're really
it's an honorarium. If I put in the amount of if I figured out how many hours I'm putting in, it's not good. But it's Theater Ancaster is really, really a phenomenal company.
It is. I'm going to go to every show, except when I'm in Mexico. Any questions?
No.
Okay.
Are you composing this with an idea of a focal point? What's your focal point?
Well, we talked about that at the beginning. The composition is kind of circular, radiating line. The focal point is in the middle. And I have now drawn all of these flowers, making sure that all of the different shapes are different sizes. And we have branches and things like that. So I have put a burgundy paint on it to solidify my drawing. You can see all the white chalk and how I didn't really go by the white chalk. The chalk indicated to me where I should be, but here, I'll dry it.
When you ink in, are you also filling in the darkest shadow areas? You did a little.
I did a little. I kind of indicated like that's where this darker thing is. So then the next step. So I'm going to go ahead and paint. Usually I wait for this to dry. It takes probably 20 minutes for it to dry. Somebody's texting me. We won't answer them.
It's Sandy. Sandy.
Sandy, one of my guests for tomorrow is asking questions. So what I do now is I'm going to go, I kind of squint my eyes at this image here. And Abigail, what's our time? Because we want to be less than
4:25.
Okay, I've got about 20 minutes. 20 minutes to
You
kind of
get
work.
the first.
I can get the first layers done. We're going to get pretty close on this. A 12 by 12 doesn't take too long. So I go in, I look at my image and I squint my eyes and I see the darks first. All right. And then
Do you always start with the darks?
I do. And then I start with my greens. This is a Can they see this?
Mhm.
I pick up a turquoise.
For those who have been watching Julia's videos, she's always talked about pretty often her technique of picking up different colors and mixing it on the canvas.
So now I'm going to go in and see that.
Rosemary, the garden show is tomorrow.
Okay.
We're so
I
excited.
want to show you how that stroke turned out.
Okay.
Isn't that cool?
Come a little closer. There we go. Yes.
See all the variety in there? That's because I mixed right on the canvas. And okay, I'm just going to use the same color system, so I'm not going to show you anymore right now. But I'm doing some of the darks, okay? And I'm letting the canvas, I'm letting the paint. There, I'll try to pick it up.
You're doing amazing.
I haven't solved that with people, or how to do this, because I'm not, I don't usually paint online.
You're doing great.
Okay.
I'm proud of you.
So I pick up different,
Ooh,
that was pretty.
That was so pretty.
That's so pretty. That was a teal that I touched. So usually I do the darks and the runs of dark. And here I'm building, those radiating lines.
Someone said, I can't believe you're doing a video when you must be crazy busy for tomorrow.
I really am. This is really dumb. But
hey, we said we would do it, so we're doing it. I'm getting a little closer so people can see specifically the colors instead of just kind of blocks.
So right now I'm kind of working on the green, right? So I'm developing some of those dark shapes.
Is this close enough?
Get closer. Okay, how about how about I do a little twist?
Okay.
Okay, so I've picked up here, I'll pick some green, some teal, and then a lighter teal. This is one of my favorite combos, okay? Make sure I've got some of that teal on my brush, and I think I'll do it here. Now, I'm going in, I'm twisting.
Hi, Brenda. My favorite Fridays are back. Love watching you too. We love you, Brenda.
I saw Brenda this morning in my pajamas.
Spoiled. I love
She
her.
brought a tent to me.
Is she coming tomorrow?
She is going to show up.
She better be.
Next Saturday by you on Brucedale, she has a show as well.
Really? I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying Julia's color process of color blocking. It's helping me transition from watercolor to acrylic. Now, when I look at my Sitka spruces for my deck, I see the patterns you choose. It's just a new perspective.
Right. So now I'm going to do a little
100%.
bit of a lighter green. I'm still using green gold, which is one of my favorites from Golden.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm touching that, and I'm touching it to Naples yellow and some titanium, unbleached white. And now we're getting
The lighters.
some of the lights. I'm using my brush completely.
Do you just use unbleached white all the time, or do you switch it up and use gesso?
I don't use gesso.
Or gesso, sorry.
I do use unbleached white, but I also have white on my palette.
So you're going to learn when I say things incorrectly. I am not a painter. So I'm going to try to convince Mom to let me paint alongside her so you can see a normie.
But again, we need, everybody can be an artist, Abby.
Oh, sorry. You're right. I'm a vocal artist.
She's a vocal artist. That counts. Absolutely. Okay. That's enough for me to kind of give me an indication of where all my greens are. Okay.
Buongiorno, Piera. Nice hello from Italy.
Oh, hello. Okay. So now I'm going to do a few midtones, which are some of those yellows.
You definitely have a set of go-to colors.
I do.
Do you give consideration for warm and cool colors when you mix on the canvas?
No. I may. I am a trained painter. I went to art school, so I probably learned that, and I probably instinctually. Okay, now check that.
That's
Look what
awesome.
happened there.
I love that.
I just touched a little bit of orange to give the circular shape to give it form, and look like that. That's amazing.
You don't touch that. Someone says, I encourage you to paint. I didn't know until I was 50 and I love it so much.
Oh,
I like drawing. And someone said, are any of the kids artists?
well, my daughter Rachel, she teaches art at a high school.
And
So
she's
now
incredibly talented.
I'm doing this particular plant
That's very pretty.
right there.
That plant.
That floral, and I'm adding a little bit of darker orange in there, as well as acridone nickel gold.
Don't forget to hit that like button. You're so right, Diane. You're so right.
Diane, does she want to be a moderator? Okay, so now I'm going to actually do this rose. Okay, so I'm going to same treatment. I'm going to do the darks of the rose first, and I'm mixing color. So I'm still using a bit of a red and a crimson to mix this so that it's not just a straight color out of the tube. But I'm squinting my eyes. I'm kind of seeing where the darks are. Now I'm going to touch a little bit of light.
Hi, Julia from Hawke's Bay, New Zealand.
Oh my goodness.
You are inspiring.
This is marvelous. What time is it in New Zealand?
Bernie, what time is it? It's 4:31 here.
Okay, so now I'm touching those burgundies and a little bit of blue or teal even, and doing some of the darks of this flower that's tucked in over there. Okay, so there's a little bit of the darks. Now, this is where you can't see it, but I have a canvas stapled. Can they see that?
A little bit of it.
I have a canvas stapled to my wall, and I use it to clean my brush before I wash it. So I've done that dark. Now I want to get in and do some lighter red. So I'm using a bit of a fluorescent kind of orange, a little bit of red and pink. And sometimes when I go quiet, it's because I'm thinking.
Oh, thinking deep
thoughts. Okay, so we're getting there, right? So I'm kind of doing those mid-tones, and then there's a really purpley one here, and that's going to be really pretty to do. But I think I'll touch a manganese blue and the azalean crimson. Again, it's mixed up on my brush, and I'm simply going to slide that in there. Oh, that's glorious.
Oh, I love that blue.
And then I want to get kind of the iridescent kind of blue that's there. So touch a little bit of lighter blue and oh yeah.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
How do you keep the lights from not muddying? Is that just technique?
It is just technique, but I'm not layering too much yet.
Yeah.
Right? I'm color blocking on fresh canvas.
Thank Julia for getting me through the summer of art with my 5-year-old granddaughter. We watched you and did lots of art together.
Oh, fun.
That is amazing. I love that.
Like that, like my YouTube?
On YouTube or Instagram? But I guess it's just making sure you have a clean brush, right?
Yeah, I use the same brush, hardly washing it all that much. But then when I do wash it, that's when I move into a different color. Okay, so now I think I'll go using some of this, who knows what color that is, all pale olive, a little bit of blue. I think I'm going to do...
Ooh, more New Zealand.
Hi, New Zealand.
Oh, I'm not going to try to say that city name. It starts with an A.
Auckland?
No, it's not Auckland. I get my Liquitex heavy body paints from a couple of sellers on eBay.
Oh.
So I want to try this style of painting so I can use all the colors. Ooh.
Fun.
Yes, YouTube on a huge TV, and they follow along.
That's how I watch YouTube. I do watch it on
you
my
have
computer.
You have your garden.
If you follow, you see that I have a TV in here and I follow. Okay, so now I'm gonna pop some of the white. Okay. But my white already has other colors in it. I'm gonna take advantage of that. Isn't that glorious? And I'm gonna start with the middle. But that has actually a little green rim around it. So I'm gonna do that. See that?
Cute.
And now I'm gonna mix white and titanium white. And really just let my brush do it.
An art teacher at a middle school has used you as an artist model in New Zealand. That's so cool.
That's so cool. Okay, so here I'm adding white. I
thought it was cooler than that.
I think it's very cool.
I'm not. She's like, don't let me get distracted.
Okay, do you see how I just made that flower?
I like your abstracts that you've been done lately. Have you ever tried mixed media? I bet your style added to mixed media may be really kind of cool.
I haven't gone mixed media yet. I don't know about that yet. I am, however, all of the abstracts that I have been working on, I will take you down into the dungeon, the oil painting dungeon, eventually, or bring them up here for a Friday because I've learned a bunch of new things. A squeegee has changed my life. I'm learning like mark making with abstracts,
cool.
and very different than what my marks are with acrylic. Okay, so I've put in, there's a flower back there. You might not be able to see it, but now I'm seeing, see that really dark there?
Okay, I got a bunch of comments for you.
All right.
Wanted to let you know that I love your paintings. You're such a sweetheart to share your process, your artist life, the color in your life. No wonder the world is your friend.
Oh,
I'm guessing you have to clean your brush when you start painting with complementary brushes because complementary colors would make mud, right?
They do make mud. I don't know how I do it.
Practice?
It is practice. I do clean when I am in the midst of it. I do clean. Okay, so here I've painted this kind of yellowy rose, but I painted it pink. So I'm going to give it a little bit.
Oh, I thought that was background.
No, I'm going to give it a little bit of a middle. Right in there. And then I'm going to pull up some white edges on it. So, guys, you don't look at a flower painting and go, what does that petal look like? Just smush it on. That's the official.
Just smush it on.
That is the official word. All right, what's our time?
4:37.
4:37. How did we get here already?
I know.
Remember that from when we did it, how
the hour would
fly by. Okay, so now I'm putting another yellow.
Ironically, I even love your white outlined flowers on the orange background. I'd hang that up and feel joy.
This is fun. I don't need to go, I'm having a lot of fun.
I love this one. I'm loving all the colors.
Yeah.
Very vibrant.
And I got mostly requests for floral. So this is an answer to all the people that requested florals. So here I'm going to paint a little bit of this jar.
Ooh.
Right?
I love that. Like, I would never even put those two colors together.
Yeah, what I used was Naples yellow and a little bit of blue. And it actually creates the pale olive in a way. And just, so I'm not going to put in the mason jar, there's
a little handle.
I'm not going to put that in. And it's not really low enough to put the water that's in the jug, but to indicate that it is a vase.
Do you mostly use opaque colors?
Yes. But it's the water on my brush
That makes it okay.
That kind of dilutes it a little bit. I love, if you look close, you can kind of see through, and see, I just washed my brush. There's just something, I was done with this and I just washed it to kind of get a fresh view. Now, there's a rose there. There's the yellow flower. There's another yellow flower. I have missed this pink one. But let's see if we can add it back in. See this pink one there?
Mm-hmm.
I think I painted.
Oh, beauty.
Yeah, there we go. We add it back in.
There it is.
There it is. And then there's a
smushed
white, then there's a white rose or something back in there. Again, I don't want to make it the same size as anything else, so I'm just going to give an indication of that.
Tried your technique on a purple background instead of red. How did that go?
Ooh, was it fun? Did you have a great time? Okay.
Simple Southern Flair says, "Hi, Julia. I love flowers."
Oh, hello. How are you? I think that's Betty.
Hi, Betty.
So now I'm coming in with some highlights on these leaves. And I'm using a turquoise. And what's our time?
4:40. You asked 3 minutes ago.
Oh, that's true.
But you're
All right.
right. 10 minutes.
All right. What color? I think I'm going to do a turquoise background.
Okay.
Okay.
So you are going to do a background?
I am.
Okay.
I think we're okay. So tomorrow, once this dries, acrylic dries a little darker, this will allow me, actually, no, I'm going to show you something. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. I'm going to put a leaf here. I'm just going to put some shapes that it kind of indicate some leaves, and then I'm going to do the background and I'll show you how to create leaves by negative space painting. Okay. All right.
The negative space.
Negative space painting. Okay. So now I'm going to come in
You were right. It is Betty.
white and turquoise.
You're good at names. I'm very bad at names.
She's a gardener.
Mm.
Ask Betty if she got her 1,000 followers. She was only 60 away last time I looked.
Well, Betty, you heard her. Do I have to ask?
And if you didn't get them, everybody
Go
on
follow.
this
On Instagram.
on Instagram, Instagram, go to YouTube and follow Betty. She's doing such a fun job with her garden channel.
Acrylic dries darker except Winsor and Newton acrylic. Did you know that?
I did not know that. Is that a true thing? Is that a true fact?
Well, you're using it. I mean, the red, when you use the red, it doesn't go darker. It's the same red.
It's true. Now, did you see how I crisped up that?
Mm-hmm.
If we could rewind. So I'm gonna come in and crisp up this one. Here, I want a little darker to show you something. I'll come back to that. But here, watch this. This shape is there. I'm gonna come in with the teal. And
Jody, we were just talking about that. It's actually Winsor and Newton. Rosemary's right. It freaks me out. Here, let me show you. Windsor and Newton.
And
And it's Windsor, not even Windsor.
I know.
I thought it was Windsor, like, you know.
Okay. So I've done.
But nobody uses the A.
But watch this. Watch
Oh,
this.
I love that.
Okay.
I looked up for a second.
Stuff got done. All right. I'm going to do another turquoise leaf here by using white. Okay, watch. Coming in with the white. And I just made another leaf.
Jody,
See it?
I now call it Winsor and Newton, so shablam!
Shablam. What is shablam?
I don't know.
And I will paint around the edges, to finish.
I love that.
It's coming, hey? Okay, let's do, in the few minutes we have, just get in there and leave some of that red to glow,
Mm-hmm.
right? What do you think, guys?
What are your thoughts of it so far?
If you're watching me on replay, please like and subscribe. And okay, so here I'm actually adding in a little bit of a darker blue. Sometimes I don't know why I do it, but I did it.
It's like
Doesn't
a shadow.
Doesn't that? It gives some definition over there. And then this side is slightly.
Where's your sun?
I want it lighter.
Where's your sun coming from?
Straight on.
Okay.
In a way, yeah. So that's a good question. So here I'm just going to do a little bit
Negative space movements
of darker in the back. And then in the background, like just shove it in there, guys. Just
smush it.
Smush it. Get it in. I don't like all those shapes.
People are saying, so afraid to be loose. You're inspiring.
Okay. I had painted that straight up and down and I didn't like it. So now I've painted it this way. Now I like it.
Was this originally videotaped on Instagram? I hardly check Instagram.
This is live.
This is live, and we she's going to post this on her YouTube after
And
Instagram. So she is using it she's using something that she can stream on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook at the same time.
Yes, it's called StreamYards. We have the technology.
We have the technology
Through Square Foot Show.
How many times do you think?
Let me talk about
Sorry.
Square Foot Show.
Jeez,
If you haven't followed Square Foot Show on Instagram, or looked it up online, it is an international art show that I run. And right now we've got our fall show, Earth, Sea, Sky, Land, Sea, Sky. And it's up. Follow over at squarefootshow.com and or Instagram. And
I had lots of pieces from those shows.
yeah. Why was I talking about? Oh, StreamYard is the platform that I'm on. So I'm on, if you flip over to Instagram, I'm on Instagram. If you're on YouTube, I'm on YouTube. And I'm actually on Facebook right now. Now, I don't know if you're seeing any Facebook comments. If you are on Facebook.
Jody McFarlane is on Facebook.
She's on Facebook?
Yep.
And we're answering? Okay.
Yep. I'm getting it all.
Okay.
I'm very talented.
We're trying.
I was saying when you said we have the technology, I'm like, how many times can I make we have the technology, we can rebuild him reference
Right.
to the $1 million man?
Okay, there's something I want to do that I think will pop it.
What was the name of the site for the free reference photos again?
Free reference photos in Google. Like just type it in.
What was that one that you
use the Google and ask it for free reference photos?
I know, but what's that? What's the splash?
It might have been Unsplash.
Unsplash.
Good memory, Abby.
I'm amazing.
I did not remember that.
I'm watching on YouTube and commenting on Facebook. Blows my mind. Unsplash. Really enjoying your painting and your innovation technique.
Okay, we are almost done.
Crazy. How did that happen?
What do you think? Now, there's some details that need to happen in here. We're a little muddy in here. Let me see if I can crisp a few up with some lines. There's line work that I would go in at this point. Using the edge of this square brush, I would go in and look at that. That just popped it. Oh, and there's like this purpley, there's a purpley thing, some sort of flower in there. Don't know if I need it, but I'll put a few lines in. See that? So what I would do, and I have someplace that I really want to add a highlight.
Well, Rosemary, that's the thing, right? So she says, nice thing about acrylics is you can always paint over places after it dries. So that is honestly, so Mom, she will be painting like 2 or 3 pieces at a time, wait for it to dry, and then do more foreground work, background work, more details and everything. Are we going to see your finished touches as a follow-up?
Probably not.
But we'll post the final so you can see the difference.
Because I'm almost done. Like tomorrow, like what I'll do tomorrow is paint the edges, and as it darkens, it will show me what to do
In the foreground.
in the foreground tomorrow.
I remember all of this from all of the lessons that you have given.
I know, and we're gonna have so much fun doing this, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed this.
Let us know. What do you want more of? Next month is another stream with the two of us.
Yep.
I will be more energetic. I promise.
I think you were pretty energetic, honey.
This is low for me.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay. So there's the floral. I had given you options: a cow, a landscape, and or a floral. And most of you chose, and some of you added your own and added waterfall. I hadn't given that option. So we've got things, we've got square foots to do. And I think that's what we're going to work on the most when we do this. We're going to work on square foots.
Okay.
Because I paint them for the square foot show. My square foot paintings are available. You can, if you want to buy this when I'm done, you can, just DM me, send me a message and you can buy it.
Someone said they want you to do fall trees, like maples,
right?
And aspens.
If we have 12 opportunities.
Yes.
And we may do more. It depends on our energy and your response. So if we do more, I just find it, I know that some artists will do this recorded without a moderator like Abby, but I think this is more fun. Don't you think this is more fun?
Yeah, but that's just because I'm incredible.
Okay, you're gonna get to know us. You're gonna get to know us. But Abby is the baby.
I am the. Can you tell?
Can you tell?
Can you tell that I'm the baby of 5?
Yeah.
No, it's 5.
Say hello.
Hi, I
Say
already said
goodbye.
hello. Okay.
Okay, so Abby and I are going to sign off now. I think I've given you all the information that you need. Again, I've given you some techniques. Try them yourself. Yours is not going to turn out like this, but you don't want it to turn out like this. You want to have kind of take some of those elements, but you want it to look like who you are. And who you are is wonderful. Who you are is glorious, and you have your own voice. I want you to use it and to produce some art, get some joy, and
Free coffee for the moderator.
have
Little
fun.
do you know.
We're gonna have wine. We have some cookies in the fridge and some wine.
Just waiting
Yeah.
for me.
Actually, cookies are at the gallery. So let me do some plugs. Squarefootshow.com. Go there, follow us on Instagram. You're going to see that's where you get my work on sale. Otherwise, these are $600. When a square foot show is in, I usually put in 3 to 5 and they're $350 Canadian, all Canadian. So if you are not Canadian, that's a freaking deal, even at
Really
full
good
price.
deal.
And Crown and Press Gallery is the gallery that Abby and I co-own. There's a cafe in there, and if you buy original art over $1,000, you do get free coffee for life.
For life.
For life, it's crazy.
And 25% off all of our baked anything.
I know.
In the cafe.
We got a
Amazing.
collector's club.
It's amazing.
And then go to my website, juliaveenstra.com. You can find originals. You can find prints. I have an extensive print line. Anything you find.
And then follow me for fun.
And then fly in. Everybody needs to fly in for my
tomorrow.
My party tomorrow. Okay. I'm really going to enjoy this. I think that you should see our little setup. We should actually take a picture. I'm squished in close to my wall. We've got a seat ladder here with the camera on it. Abby's sitting like we can touch fingers, and we're very close.
It's because we love each other.
But I hope you could see. I hope it was wonderful. I'll go back and watch it and probably cringe at a few things, but there you go.
All right. Thanks, everyone. I hope you had a good time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.